Motivation isn't magic. You can make it. There's a story behind that. This is your daily message from Chad number 778 to upgrade your mental game today by telling yourself a better story. Because the most important story you hear is the story you tell yourself. And this message is dedicated to Aaron Cox on his birthday. Happy birthday, Aaron. Today's message is part one of a 4-day mini seminar on motivation. Motivation is a myth. Motivation isn't something you get. You don't have to wait for motivation to strike. Motivation isn't a vibe that is floating in the ether. I'm not suggesting motivation doesn't exist. There are people who are more motivated than others, but it's because they learn to manufacture it. Arnold Schwarzenegger's life reads like fiction. It's so outrageous that if you pitched it as a movie script, no one would believe it. Arnold's journey is from a boy in post-war Austria with no bathroom or electricity or water, the closest well was a quarter of a mile away, to becoming one of the most recognizable humans on the planet. He became the youngest Mr. Universe at 20. He came to America, started a masonry business, and built a real estate portfolio worth millions before age 30. This was before his movie career took off. He conquered Hollywood despite a funny name and accent. He married into American royalty, the Kennedys. He became governor of California, the world's 5th largest economy. Arnold's philosophy, in his own words, quote, "For me, life is continuously being hungry. The meaning of life is not simply to exist, to survive, but to move ahead, to go up, to achieve, to conquer," end quote. One way he manufactured his hunger is what he calls negative motivation. Arnold grew up among men who felt like a bunch of losers. The generation had started World War II and lost. They were angry, and his father was one of these men, drinking heavily and taking his frustrations out on his family. Gustav Schwarzenegger discounted Arnold's dreams. He constantly pitted Arnold against his older brother Meinhard, always favoring the elder son. What's remarkable is how Arnold converted his father's abuse into achievement. He was determined to prove him wrong, and this negative motivation pushed him to achieve the maximum potential in every activity. Gustav's answer to life was discipline. Routines were strict. Get up at 6, get milk from the farm next door. In the afternoon, it was homework and chores, and his dad would make Arnold practice soccer no matter how bad the weather was. If he messed up on a play, Arnold knew he'd get yelled at. The discipline was extreme. They had to eat with silverware at perfect right angles, keep their elbows to their waist, and if they disobeyed, the back of his hand was quick to strike his face. Arnold described his dad as, quote, "a 38-year-old man diminished but domineering," end quote. But he also said, quote, "I love my father and really wanted to be like him, but he had no patience with our problems. I never felt that I was good enough, strong enough, smart enough. He let me know that there was always room for improvement. A lot of sons would have been crippled by his demands, but instead, the discipline rubbed off on me and I turned it into drive," end quote. The better story to tell yourself is, I can make my motivation. You can even take the negative events of your life and alchemize them into motivation. Your pain can be transformed into power. You have the ability to use your rejection, abuse, and trauma as a perpetual source of drive. Learn to manufacture it. Bad things in your life are not stopping you. You can use them as fuel to create motivation. Tell me a story of manufactured motivation to fromchadsmith@gmail.com. You can always leave a comment on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. You can download my book, The Most Powerful Story in the World, by going to fromchad.gumroad.com. The transcript of this message and hundreds of others are always available at www.fromchad.com.